the new work week. Nothing too extreme, no big rains, no extreme heat, but it will be getting hot once again. So hopefully you enjoyed today. We got a huge break in the heat, some pretty good relief because we had that weak cold front move in and it kept us pretty cloudy today. Plus we had some showers and a few thunderstorms early this morning. And right now we're getting a push of some drier air and that'll continue going into early this week. So it should feel a little bit less muggy going into Monday and Tuesday. Right now it's 78 degrees. It's still feeling a bit humid though, pretty sticky at this point, but I think that will change as we head into the overnight. Winds are subsiding a bit too. We've had a nice breeze this weekend, but our winds are going to be decreasing heading into the next few days. Current temperatures across the region, upper 70s, low 80s. We'll stay in the 70s heading into tomorrow morning. We may actually get down to the low 70s. Across the North Shore and South Mississippi away from the coast, South Shore will stay in the mid-70s. Wind speeds less than 10 miles per hour, but we have more of a northerly wind behind this front north of the lake. Even northerly winds off to the west towards Baton Rouge and the river parishes. A little bit of a southwest wind, though, on the South Shore. I think tomorrow we'll change our wind direction behind this front. Tomorrow we'll mostly have a northwest wind throughout the course of the day, bringing us that slightly drier air. So current dew points have dropped a little bit, so it does feel a little bit less humid north of the lake, especially in Tangipahoa Parish and Washington Parish as well, even into South Mississippi, Pearl River County, parts of St. Tammany. South Shore, though, we're still in the 70-degree dew point range, so it is still feeling a bit humid on the South Shore. But those dew points should be dropping a few more degrees, so it's going to feel a little bit less sticky outside going into tomorrow and into Tuesday, but it will be short-lived. Also, as we're getting a push of some drier air right now, which I'll show you in a second, it's actually triggering some light little mist on the North Shore, maybe even a little bit of mist in the river parishes. And there is one shower that has set up over Lake Pontchartrain and over Lake Bourne. So a little bit of rain just moved over I-10 in the Twin Span, though most of us are dry and we will trend pretty dry and quiet overnight tonight. Now, today really was great. We only hit a high of 83 degrees today at the New Orleans International Airport. Yesterday, we were at 96. So yes, today was spectacular. However, we're going to be getting back to the 90s this week. It is early August after all, but at least we got today as a little treat. Here is that dry air moving in, checking in with your water vapor imagery. Lots of dry air across northern Louisiana and in the lower Mississippi River Valley, Texas included. That dry air is really pushing into the North Shore and South Mississippi now, and it's going to keep on dropping southward. So that's why I think tomorrow you'll notice it. It won't feel as humid. However, we'll have more sunshine tomorrow. Temperatures will have no problem getting back to the low 90s in the afternoon, and then we'll be in the 80s tomorrow evening. But the good thing is our feels like temperatures won't be as oppressive and brutal. It'll feel like the mid-90s tomorrow afternoon rather than the triple digits, so we will take that. Drier air sticks around across the Gulf Coast into Monday and Tuesday. However, Wednesday and beyond, the moisture creeps back in and we get into more of a typical summertime setup midweek into next weekend into the next couple of months. I mean, you know how it is. These summer cold fronts are few and far between. Across the country, temperatures have cooled across the Midwest because of this front. 60s across the Midwest, 70s across the Gulf Coast, but there is extreme heat happening out west with that high pressure heat dome. That luckily stays off to our west. Going into the mid to late week time frame, we're really just going to have not much by way of big systems coming our way. We'll have some weak high pressure. That means it's just going to feel regular hot, regular humid going into mid to late week. Here's your high temperature forecast over the next week. Low 90s every day. We'll take it. Also out in the tropics, no tropical developments expected over the next week. Lots of Saharan dust, keeping things nice and quiet. We know August and September is when things start to ramp up historically. So we, of course, want to remember we're really in the heart of hurricane season, but luckily nothing to worry about now over the next week and a half. We'll keep an eye on things. We won't let our guard down, but we're looking good out there. 7-day forecast, pretty nice week ahead. We bring back a chance for a couple isolated showers and storms late week into next weekend.